विवेक, विवेक, हेलो विवेक,
हेलो, हाय शुभांकर।
आवाज आ रही है? आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ, तेरी तो आ रही है। हेलो,
ऑडिबल आया? दिखाई दे रहा है?
एक सेकंड रुक, मेरा आवाज नहीं आ रहा होगा तुम्हें?
दिखाई दे रहा है?
हाँ हाँ, सब बढ़िया है।
आवाज
आवाज आ रही है क्या?
है?
मेरी आवाज आ रही है क्या?
आ रही, आ रही है।
उसमें ना मोबाइल से ज्वाइन
थोड़ा
करता
कम
हूँ
आ
मैं।
रही है बट
हाँ, इसमें कम आएगा। मैं मोबाइल से भी लॉगिन कर लेता हूँ। मैं प्रेजेंटेशन दिखाने में सारी काम आ जाएगा।
थोड़ी कम आ रही है आवाज।
अब आ रहा होगा बढ़िया।
इको हो रही है? इको, इको हो रही है? दो फोन से कनेक्ट कर रखा है। प्राची, मेरी आवाज आ रही है क्या?
हाँ, आ रही है।
ओके ओके। विवेक,
अभी को हो रहा है क्या? अब नहीं हो रहा होगा। हाँ
नहीं,
चलो।
वो वाला दूसरा वाला किसने कनेक्ट? लैपटॉप?
हाँ वो पीसी है, हाँ वो लैपटॉप है।
ओके ओके फाइन।
हाँ उसमें वो टाइमिंग वगैरह दिखा दूंगा मैं, टाइमर का।
ठीक है ठीक है।
हाय प्राची, हाउ आर यू?
Hi Vivek, I'm fine. What about you?
आई एम आल्सो डूइंग ग्रेट।
काफी दिनों बाद सेशन हो रहा है।
हाँ एग्जैक्टली। पर इन दिनों तो मैं आइसोलेट भी हो रखा था थोड़ा। फोन मेरा एक्चुअली हो गया था, डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया। तो ग्रुप में भी क्या हुआ कुछ नहीं, मुझे कुछ आइडिया ही नहीं लगा।
विवेक, रिंकेश से बात हो गई थी?
हाँ रिंकेश से तो बात हो गई थी।
इजी
तो मुझे
जॉइनिंग?
होस्ट, हाँ ही इज ज्वाइनिंग। उसने इम्प्रॉम्प्टू के क्वेश्चन तैयार कर रखे हैं ना।
हाँ, बट उसे में भी पार्टिसिपेट करना है स्पीच में।
हाँ हाँ मुझे ये, मुझे होस्ट बनाओ, नहीं तो मैं स्क्रीन कैसे शेयर करूंगा टाइमर के लिए?
अच्छा, एक मिनट एक मिनट। हाँ, एक बार चेक करके देखना।
हाँ हो रहे हैं, दिख रही है ना स्क्रीन में?
अभी हाँ, ओके फाइन। तो प्राची ना तुम्हें कॉल करेगी, तुम्हारा नाम कॉल करेगी, तुम एक बार टाइमिंग के रूल्स बता देना।
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
ओके, बट मेक श्योर कि जितनी, वो बस 10 सेकेंड्स तक ही दिखाना, फिर उसमें स्क्रीन ऑफ कर देना या फिर स्क्रीन पॉज कर देना।
अच्छा
ऐसा ना हो कि मतलब ये स्क्रीन दिखती रहे, क्योंकि रिकॉर्डिंग हो रही है ना, तो वो पूरे स्क्रीन पूरे टाइम ना दिखे, स्पीकर दिखे तो ज्यादा बेटर है।
अच्छा।
हाँ
ठीक है तो मैं शेयरिंग ही स्टॉप कर दूंगा और क्या।
हाँ स्टॉप कर देना, ये पॉज का भी ऑप्शन आता है उसमें।
अच्छा एक सेकंड चेक कर लेता हूँ। हाँ पोस्ट शेयर है, हाँ राइट।
एक बार पॉज करना।
पोस्ट कर दिया देखो।
नहीं अभी भी दिख रही है वो।
नहीं मैंने पोस्ट कर रखा है।
दिख रही है, दिख रही है।
हाँ तो मैं उसे वही कर दूंगा, स्टॉप ही कर दूंगा।
स्टॉप कर देना, 10 सेकेंड्स तक दिखाना, उसके बाद स्टॉप कर देना। हाँ
हाँ हाँ।
हेलो मुस्कान। मुस्कान।
हेलो शुभांकर, हेलो एवरीवन।
हेलो, हाउ आर यू?
फाइन। और बाकी सब कैसे हैं?
बाकी सब भी। आई एम आल्सो गुड।
हाय हाय मुस्कान।
हेलो विवेक। हेलो प्राची।
हाय मुस्कान, कैसे हो?
बढ़िया। आप?
मैं भी मस्त।
958325, ये तो पासवर्ड है जूम का, तो ये किसने ये किसने नेम चेंज कर दिया? हेलो, मैं नो द नेम 958325।
नेम इज पासवर्ड।
अच्छा ओके, शी इज रुचि। हेलो रुचि। रुचि। हेलो छवि। एम आई ऑडिबल?
हाँ,
ओके ओके।
वीडियो भी ऑन करनी है क्या?
वीडियो तो जब आपका टर्न आएगा ना फॉर योर स्क्रीन, देन यू हैव टू स्विच ऑन द वीडियो। हेलो शिवम।
हेलो शुभांकर, हाउ आर
ये
यू?
ट्रैफिक की आई एम गुड। ये ट्रैफिक की आवाज तुम्हारी साइड से आ रही है?
शायद रोड पे से आ रही है।
ओके।
नहीं यार, मेरी साइड से तो नहीं है। नहीं नहीं, एक मिनट।
हेलो शुभम। Uh,
Hello, hi everyone.
Hi, Shubham. Let us just wait for two more people, Rinkesh and the guest of the session, Alice ma'am. Hi, Aditya. Aditya, मेरी आवाज आ रही है सबको या फिर मेरी साइड से हैंग हो गया है क्या?
Yes, you are audible.
अच्छा अच्छा. Aditya, can you hear me? Aditya Gupta. So अभी हमारे पास let us wait for few minutes. तब तक कुछ न्यू मेंबर्स हैं, शुभम सिन्हा, छवि, आदित्य गुप्ता. I think three people are joining for the very first time. Shubham,
Yes, Bhaiya.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone. This is Shubham Sinha here. I am from Jamshedpur, Jharkhand, and I am currently preparing for CA Intermediate, and I will be giving my exam in May 22 attempt. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Well, and Chavi, and please introduce Chavi.
Hello everyone, I'm Chavigar. I'm from Delhi
Hello.
and I've given my group 1 in this July attempt, and I would be giving my second group in the upcoming attempt. So I had like completed my classes of group 2, so I decided to join this waiting persona.
I think there is some network issues from your side.
Can't you hear me? Like, am I even audible?
Yes, yes, you are, but ये थोड़ा सा कट के आ रही है आवाज. So please take care. उसका थोड़ा देख लेना when you participate.
वैसे क्लियर सुनाई दे रहा है?
Yes, yes.
अच्छा,
Okay, okay. Now fine now.
मैं आज बारिश हुई थी बहुत ज्यादा यहाँ पे शायद इसलिए.
Okay, Galaxy on Max. I think Alice ma'am is there on Galaxy. We have one more new participant here. I think we are done with all. Aditya, Aditya, am I audible to you?
Yes,
Okay, can you please introduce
yes, you are
yourself?
audible, and I'm okay. Hello, guys. I'm Aditya Gupta from Gwalior, and I'm a CA finalist with second group passed and waiting for my result of CA final group 1. Okay, and presently I am totally free and preparing for jobs and interview. And this is in nutshell about me. And okay,
All the
over to
best.
you, Rinkesh.
All the best for your results. Probably day after tomorrow you will be a chartered accountant.
Okay, thank you, Rinkesh.
मेरा नाम शुभांकर है.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, okay. I think we should start the session now.
Yes.
Before we start the session, I would request you all to please switch on your video so that we can have a good interaction with each other.
Hi, Shubhankar.
Hello. Is it possible for others also to please switch on their video?
Yes, yes. 1 minute.
Please wait for a minute. Our guest is going to join.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Please wait for a minute. I'm going to start within 1 minute. Please. Okay, okay.
Okay, no issue.
Okay, fine. So should we start the session? Please give the thumbs up from your chat box if we start the session. Okay, thank you so much. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Shubhankar Bangle, and I am founder of this community elevating persona. Welcome you all in this seventh session towards the empowerment and the development of your soft skills and overall personality growing. Friends, in order to express your knowledge, to present your thoughts, or to share the wisdom, it is so imperative to have a good base of your communication skills. It is so important to have the finest command on your public speaking skills. But when it comes to the public speaking, most of us tends to lack. We feel afraid of going to the stage. The stage fear is one of the biggest fear in the mind of the people. And that is the reason this platform of elevating persona gives you the opportunity to communicate with the people, to practice your communication skills, and to build the network with the people, not only belonging from a specific city, but from the different corners of the country. In order to move the session ahead, as we have decided that we are going to have a debate this time, but due to the less participation as we expected, we have less people for the opposite side in the debate. That is the reason we are taking this as a normal speech session. In order to move forward, I would like to call my friend and my co-host of the session, Prachi Khemwani, to continue it forward. So over to Prachi.
Hello everyone. I am Prachi Kevani, uh, team member of managing team member of Elevating Person. So I extend a warm welcome to you all to be here and be part of Elevating Persona. And as Shubhankar already explained that due to lack of participation, we had to shift our debate competition to speech competition. And we are having an interesting session today. Also, we have with us evaluator as Alice ma'am. So let's kickstart the session. Here, participants will be given 5 minutes to speak on their topics and one after another. Alice ma'am shall evaluate the speeches after one completes his or her speech. So let's move together. Shall we proceed, Shubhankar?
Before that, I would like to invite Mr. Vivek, who is the timer of the session. He is going to explain the rules of the timing.
Hello everyone. It's Vivek this side, the timer of the session today. Yeah, let me briefly tell you about the timing rules. So during the speech session, everyone will be allotted total 5 minutes. 3 minutes for the first 3 minutes, I will be going to show you the green card, and for the next 1 minute, I will be showing you all the yellow card, and for the final lap, it will be the red card. That's the last 1 minute. So dear participants who are going to participate in the speech, just remember 3, 1 and 1. That's the simple rule. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, shall we proceed?
So, Prachi,
Yeah.
guest of the session of the day is Alai Singh ma'am, who is not only a avid speaker but also a company secretary by profession. Also, she is a CA finalist. The result is awaiting. I would like to call Prachi to please introduce and welcome CS Alai Singh ma'am. Prachi, please continue.
It is my privilege to introduce our evaluator and guest of honor of the session, of the seventh session of Elevating Persona, Alai Singh ma'am. She is a company secretary, qualified in December 2020, and a CA final student. She was born in Kolkata. She is a commerce graduate from St. Anandram Jaipuria College. She was managing member of ICASA Kolkata for the year 2017-18. She has completed her articleship from a Kolkata-based firm. She has been working through individual return filing, tax audits, internal audits, bank audits, ROC filing, and several others as well. She is a uh, she is passionate for orating and writing, and actively participates in various debate competitions, speeches, or whatsoever we may think of when it's come to public speaking skills. She has been she has achieved first position in debate competition in CA Students Fest held in February 2018 at ICASA, Kolkata. Also, first position at being Rocket Sing marketing event organized by ICASA Kolkata during the year February 2018. She has also received Best Paper Presentation Award in June 2020 held at Vikasa Nagpur. This was all a brief about her, and as we all from the achievements she had received till yet, it's a conclusion that she is a good orator, and we are hoping to learn a lot from her. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, ma'am.
So that was a wonderful intro. I think we should unmute and clap for her. Unmute and clap for her for being here. Thank you so much, Alice ma'am, for being with us. And on my request, you are here sparing your valuable time for evaluating the speakers and sharing the tips for the public speaking. So before we start the session formally, I would like to invite Ms. Alice Singh ma'am to share the few words about the session and about the oratorship, public speaking, and other personality grooming aspects. So Alice Singh ma'am, welcome. Over to you. Ma'am, you are not audible. Alice? Alice, you are not audible. There are some network issues on her part. She is joining again. Before that, Rinkesh, I would like to call Rinkesh to please share something about the impromptu we are going to hold after the speech sessions.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Shubhankar. Good evening, all fellow members and the guests. Welcome to the table topic round. This will happen sooner. Okay, so table topic is one of the best way to practice thinking and speaking on our feet. In other words, the impromptu speaking. So we never know when we may be asked a question from an interviewer or from a news crew member or by our own friend. It's for our benefit how to properly answer the question, or at least look like we are in a control of situation. So even if we don't know the answer, the more we practice, the better we'll get. So this round is open to all the members and as well as the guests. So, and the timings are each speaker has 1 to 2 minutes time. So at 1 minute, green card will be shown, and at 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow card will be shown. At 2 minutes, red card will be shown, and 30 seconds grace period will be given to all the members to wrap his or her speech. So thank you, Shubhankar. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rinkesh, for sharing about the impromptu part. And now I think all sorted on part of Alison, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, please continue. I'm not audible, I think. Not audible. Please try to remove the hands free, but I think it would be much better. अलाइस इसे निकाल दो, हो सकता है बेटर रहेगा. Other people can listen. किसी को आवाज आ रही है?
यस
आ रही है आवाज?
मैम की आवाज नहीं आ रही, तुम्हारी आवाज आ रही है केवल.
नहीं मैम की, अलाइस मैम की.
नहीं.
एक बार ना म्यूट वाले ऑप्शन पे वो एक बार चेक कर लो माइक्रोफोन. So I think there is some issue. Okay. So Alice ma'am has said that we should start the session, and after we will done with it, so she will continue the same. So Prachi, please, I would like you to please call the person.
So here we go. As we all know, we are heard that teenage or adolescence is of the child is the most risky, or they say an accident prone area where they do not know what's right and wrong, because there is a transitional stage of physical and psychological development of a child. And as we all know, schools play an important role in teaching everything to the students. Maybe you have heard sometimes, or you may remember the dialogue at schools, like Shubhankar, कल से बाल कटवा के ही school आना. Or sometimes they say like, प्राची, इतने लंबे बाल तुम्हें समझ नहीं आता, दो चोटी बनानी चाहिए. If they can teach us these little things, so how have you ever thought if they also teach us about sexual education? So here we go. I invite our first participant, Chavi, to share her insights on the topic, school sexual education by in the school.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all had a good day today. Am I audible? Hello? Am I audible?
Chavi, your voice is lagging.
Now, I don't know what. Am I
You are audible. You are audible, but the voice is lagging much.
So should I start or not? Should I start?
Yes, yes. Now you should start.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. I hope you all had a good day today. First of all, I want to thank Shubhankar for providing us with such an opportunity where we are able to showcase our skills. And as we had a debate today, so starting with my speech, today I'm here to talk about the topic sex education should be mandatory in schools. Personally, I feel that is something we all know should be taught in our schools, but it is that we are either taught about it very little or they fail to make us understand about this. Many times, I remember being a child of class 7 that we had a seminar in our schools where they called all the girls and their mothers to teach about the private parts that boys shouldn't touch, and they only called the girls and not the boys. Like, but the and even the question is sex education only limited to this? And the answer is certainly no. Sex education is something not only limited to private parts, but also its sexual orientation, gender identity, and its health factors, and most importantly, the way we can talk about this in a society. Because we all know that talking about sex is still considered as a taboo in our society. We all had that reproduction class in our schools in class 10, but many times we would see that teachers aren't comfortable teaching about reproduction either, and especially to boys. Either they feel they learn on their own, or they feel that it is still a taboo to talk about such things. But that is not true, because even if we see in reality, there are some boys even at the age of 18 who are not aware about the health factors that are associated to this, or they get wrongly influenced by the information that is available on the internet or by someone in the friends group, and these things do happen a lot even these days. But and if I more talk about the LGBT community also, even after the removal of section 377, there's still a lack of acceptance about them in our society. And furthermore, if I talk about the transgender community, like, we all know that they do exist, but we are not ready to accept them as a human being. We either treat them as something they're like, or they're not a human being, or we call themselves like they're as a abusive word. Like, it is very offensive to call them about like this. So I would have talked about more about that, but since uh, time doesn't permit, so I would like to end this with the conclusion that sex is just a part of our life, but and getting educated youth and the teenagers about that would save them to make a lot of mistakes and even help us to build a better society. Thank you.
Absolutely, very finely crafted.
We should unmute and clap for her. She took the courage to speak up for the very first time.
I don't know how much audible it is. And I was a bit confident, but then you said it is not audible, so I almost lost at the first 30 seconds.
Maybe you spoke really so well, because the topic it takes courage to speak about such a topic, and being the first time you are speaking on this elevating persona platform, that was amazing. That was the amazing thing. Prachi, please add something which you want to add about.
The speech was finely crafted. Whatever was needed in it was there, and it's true that to make a person right human being, schools do need to play an important role in these aspects as well. So it was nice, Ravi. Furthermore, shall we proceed?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, as we all are aware that how the pandemic has changed everything, every method, every aspect, the way we used to follow earlier, and education is none an exception to it. We have shifted our education methods from traditional to online, and not only the studying, but hobby classes like dances and uh, dances etc. are also being carried in an online mode. So the time has changed us. So here we go, listening from our next participant, Muskan, uh, her views regarding the online education versus traditional education. Over to you, Muskan.
Thank you, Prachi. Thank you, Ali, waiting for the persona for giving me this opportunity. So, shall I start?
Yes, yes.
Tina, a daughter of vegetable seller who aspired to be an IS officer. For her, the online classes has increased her hardship to travel long distance from her village and increase the possibility to become an IS officer. Anand, who is 5-year-old boy living in rural area, want to pursue his studies in English medium. The recent setup in his village led him to get an English education. Rahul, who lost his father in pandemic, was going through financial crisis. He managed family expenses and studies together, but the online studies available have relieved his pressure. He can now study anytime, anywhere. Karuna, a housewife who always wanted to get skills in data science from a top-notch institute of America to kickstart her career again, grateful, is feeling grateful to gain knowledge just from home without leaving her household and and her children. Good evening, one and all present here. With these positive stories, I want to present my views on how online education is better than traditional education. In traditional education system, students and teachers have been physically present at a specified time in a school or college premises, while online education cut all this limitation and bring knowledge on a click of button anytime, anywhere. During last pandemic year, many schools, colleges globally were closed, and the last hope which was left is education virtually. When the world had to follow up the social distancing norm, the virtual education came up to rescue the precious years of billions of students around the globe. It was a change which was seen as a unexpected one. But India also come up with a flagship program in the year 1st July 2015, which help the India to get into online education easily. Furthermore, the government also launched various programs like Bharat online campaign to reduce the loss of education in the era of COVID pandemic, which underscores growing importance of online education. Various other steps were also taken to reach out students to provide them with electronic devices and internet connection by different state governments. The increase in technological interference in all spheres of life is also one of the reasons that why we should shift from traditional education to virtual education. The increasing use of technology the increasing use of artificial intelligence is also a reason we should shift toward online education. The virtual form of education provides more clarity to the student as it explains the concept through video, audio, and animation. The educational app like Byju's, Unacademy, Vedantu have included features like mock tests, quizzes, games, which also help the student to retain things longer and crack exams easily. If we check the cost involved in online education, it is comparably less than what is involved in traditional education. And another thing which I want to add is the traveling cost, which is zero in case of online education. So I think it's online education which should be given more importance. importance. The another thing that I will add to it is that the traveling time that is being saved here can be utilized by the student to explore their interest. All of the above pointers are enough to know that the reach of online education and why it is required in today's world. From east to west, to north to south, every person has equal right on education. And online education has opened the doors of possibilities to explore and dive into the sea of knowledge, irrespective of their language, place, timing, and situation. Online education is a step towards Sab Pare, Sab Badhe. Thank you everyone for listening me.
This was just wow, Muskan.
Thank you.
The start,
Thank you.
the body, the end. I think Lice ma'am will be having more to say for your speech, but you are really it was like कि बोलते रहो और हम सुनते रहे.
Thank you, Prachi. Thank you very much. Your kind words are motivation for me always.
Yes, Muskan always speak well, and so she did. Every time she said
Today.
benchmark to do better, and she did wonderful this time. So the topic was
Thank
also
you,
good.
Bhaskar. If you have not initiated this program, that is the elevating persona, I could not be this better. Thank you very much.
No, it's not my.
We are able to see the
It's not something.
progress.
Thank you. You are always motivate. You always motivate me. Even though in the first very session, I just was very much nervous. How will I speak there and how will I connect with people? But Prachi came up like she rescued me. Okay, she was like a savior to me. Her kind words. She always want to motivate me every time. Every time she motivates me.
बस हो गया. Thank you so much.
Prachi, I think we should move forward. Mute हो रहा है mute. Mute हो रहा है Prachi.
Let's move to our next participant. So how many of you recall after returning from schools, we used to head towards playgrounds and there we had fights with the chota packet and the bada packet. And do you remember last time when did you visit at the playground? Any of you? Probably no. And we all know what is the reason behind it. So here I invite our next speaker, Rinkesh, and let's listen what he has to say about that how social media has taken our leisure time. Over to you, Rinkesh.
Thank you, Prachi. So, is it audible?
Yes.
Okay, sure. 1 minute. I'm sure you have heard of Facebook and Twitter. In fact, there is a good chance that you use them in your leisure time. You might also have heard of LinkedIn, MySpace. Actually, these 4 websites are the most popular social media websites. But what exactly is social media? Social media can be defined as web-based and mobile data that are used for people to interact, connect, and communicate with each other. These types of media often involve the creation and sharing of content, writing, pictures, videos that people make themselves mostly through the internet. In general, there are 6 different types of social media. I'm not getting into this. There are how many types of social media. So I want to tell about something. That first type of social media involves people getting together, work on a project. Wikipedia is an example of that type of social media. Second, blogs, microblogs, such as Twitter, and another type of social media. Some people think social media is good, some think it's bad. Whatever you might think, social media is here to stay and will take up more and more of our time. Right. So first I want to tell why social media has taken our leisure time. So social media is addictive, especially to teens. So I wish social networks were not such a big part of my life. I spend time more wisely, as everyone is always concerned with the amount of followers or likes they have, which is pointless. You won't gain anything from it. I don't know why we enjoy the satisfaction of gaining likes on a photo on Instagram, and we should be able to go out for a meal with a family and friends without having to a picture of the food. So it's scary. On the other hand, social networks can be relaxing or a time to catch up with friends and the world. Is it really worth it? When the first thing we want to do in the morning to check a WhatsApp status or a DP or someone's DP or the WhatsApp status, anything, whatever according to your suit. So and update what we are doing. It doesn't really matter. We should stop spending so much time on social media, social networks, and actually enjoying life with the people that matter, because where we get more interested or more satisfied if we spend our time with our family, with our friends, and many more things. Technology has never gone wrong. What is the result will always depend on how we utilize it. If excess of water is wasted, it becomes scarce. Excess of knowledge, mental instability. Excess of anything in this universe is damaging. Excess of pollutants in atmosphere cause ozone depletion, health issues, global warming, and many so much. So social networking is important to elevate several causes for the betterment of human survival. It should be for a cause, not as a hobby or a habit. Forming such a hobby or habit is all ambit of the control of self. So I vote for social media, but I want to say again, social media has taken our leisure time, and few different examples I want to say. So that's that all. Instead of going a walk at a park after work in the evening, I'm often hooked up on my phone. These examples are shown where we enjoy our spare time. I could play a game with my family, but I watch some episode before going to bed. If I was less on social media, I could devote more time to meditation and chanting. If you used to do yoga every day, which has now been replaced by scrolling through the screen, right? So I haven't been to zoo for 2-3 years, which I loved so much. I lazily sit at home watching animal videos. While traveling, instead of enjoying the view, my map is constantly on the GPS. I'm checking it. So that's the social media has taken our leisure time. I want to say this. Thank you.
Great, Rinkesh. The examples.
Please unmute and clap for him, because really a wonderful speech. And
Thank you, everyone.
Prachi, please share your thoughts related to his speech. Then I am also going to say something.
The examples he shared were very apt, and I could relate that yes, I do these things, and literally social media has taken our time, and it's a sword like it's we can compare it to a sword and a needle. So when we want to stitch a cloth, we have to use a needle, and we when we are on the battleground, then we have to use the sword. So same is the case with social media. How is the uh, uh, we should use it as based upon our needs and not waste our time. Over to you, Shubha.
Okay. Every time, 2 times, I think 2 or 3 times, Rinkesh has been the timer. So this time we got the privilege to listen him, and with the video conferencing, with the video on. So the way he speaks, the way and the voice, the flair of his speech was really unique. And once you start listening him, you cannot stop. You cannot divert your concentration. That we should mind idhar udhar hota hi nahi hai. Plus, the examples, as far as the social media is concerned, we consider social media just as a wastage of time, that we are not working on the core area. That was the only thing we were focusing upon, the social media. But the way he expressed the use of the social media in our daily life, with the such a apt examples that was really amazing. We didn't thought कि हम इतना सब कुछ करते हैं सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू और हम कितनी सारी चीजें पोस्ट कर रहे हैं. I think we didn't concern about the same, but after his speech, we will definitely consider in our life as well that what should we do and what should we not. कितनी ज़्यादा लिमिट होनी चाहिए सोशल मीडिया की और कितनी ज़्यादा नहीं होनी चाहिए. So definitely we will try to make the balance that how much social media we should use and how much not. So that was really the amazing speech.
Thank you so much for the great compliment, Shubhankar. Thank you so much.
Okay, Prachi, please.
So let's move to our next participant. Google says that artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence and human intelligence processed by machines. And experts say that AI will replace 40% of jobs in next 15 years. Hereby, I invite Shivam to share his thoughts, and let's listen what he opines on their statement. Over to you, Shivam.
Yes, yes, I have to speak on will AI replace the jobs? Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, according to the report of the World Economic Forum, 85 jobs will be replaced by machines with AI by the year 2025. While that may be a sound like a terrifying statistics, don't worry. The same report states that 95 million new jobs will be created by the AI by the year 2025. Let's we discuss on it. Why the AI replace the jobs? Why AI will replace some jobs? Number one, computers are less error prone than humans. Number two, AI get not bored or tired, and AI machines are cheaper in the long run. And AI enabled machine can perform the dangerous task than humans. And now we discuss the another side of coin, why AI cannot replace all jobs. Number one is human excel or creative thinking, and another is computer cannot imitate human connection. And third point is someone needs to program the AI. And another point is AI cannot handle the over complex or highly strategic jobs. So we can say that there are always two sides of coin. It depends on us how we look on them. So for competing in the international market and for growth, AI is very important for our country. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shivam. Actually, Shivam asked me to participate just half an hour ago. So I said, please, okay, if you feel comfortable, you can. And really, just within a half an hour, you prepared so well. So this is really commendable. Am I audible to you all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Prachi, please continue.
You are audible.
First,
So,
we should clap for him that he spoke so well. He really spoke so well.
it is rightly said that machines को humans ने बनाया है. So according to me as well, कि artificial intelligence cannot replace the job really. And it's really inspirational from Shivam as well that he prepared in half an hour, as we all know, and the speech was good. Shall we proceed, Shubhankar?
Yes.
So the Constitution of India gives us the right of freedom of speech, and they say freedom of speech is a double-edged sword. When used in the favor of the nation, then it can do wonders. And if used against or if misused, it can also destroy the nation. So here we go. We are going to listen Ruchi, her thoughts regarding whether a country should limit their citizens' right of freedom of speech. So over to you, Ruchi.
Am I audible? Thank you, Prachi, for handing me the opportunity. I would like to start this with a quote. Give me the liberty to know, to utter, to argue freely, according to the conscience above all liberties, which is simply coming to a root concept. मुझे बोलने दो, मुझे argue करने दो, ताकि मेरी liberty को एक chance मिले. तो यहाँ से ही ये जो राइट है, राइट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशन, ये यहीं से रूट्स लेता है. स्पेसिफिकली आर्टिकल 19 ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया टॉक्स अबाउट राइट टू फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशन. Now when we come to right, this is actually very broad right. It has very wider implications on our lives. We don't realize, but it has. It includes everything, every medium through which we can express ourselves. It can be written, it can be oral, it can be painting, it can be singing, it can be dancing, it can be movies. It is, everything is covered under this one single right. It means whenever someone expresses himself through using this right, and this right gets right gets infringed, तो यही right हमको, मतलब यही हमको प्रोटेक्ट भी करता है, और यही हमारे लिए लोगों के लिए रिस्ट्रिक्शंस भी क्रिएट करता है, जिससे कि so that people should not misuse this right. When we come to restrictions regarding this right, the restrictions which are provided under this article are of reasonable nature. जब मैं थोड़ा I'm going bit technical, I know not many of you have studied law, but the restrictions provided are of reasonable nature. By the word reasonable, I means ki they are not blocking your whole right. They are just trying to protect other people's right. Say for example, if I have the right to speech and to express myself, but my words are destroying the reputation of some other person, it will be covered under the restriction called defamation. हमने न्यूज में ही सुना होगा, we have heard कि हम जब दूसरे की मानहानि का जो केस हम करते हैं, that is covered under defamation restriction, और वो इसी right के अंदर restriction में govern होता है. तो there are basically 5 or 6 points जहाँ पे जो law है, जो constitution of India है, इस right की against कुछ reasonable restrictions खड़े करता है. ओके, सो सबसे पहले एक कुछ बेसिक बातें, जैसे कि ये राइट जो है, ये इंडिया के सारे सिटीजन्स को अवेलेबल है, और ये राइट इसलिए दिया गया है सो दैट नॉट वन शुड स्पीक विदाउट द फियर ऑफ बीइंग पनिश्ड. लाइक पीपल डू नॉट स्पीक बिकॉज उनको लगता है कि शायद दे कैन, ओके लीव इट, आई मूव टू नेक्स्ट थिंग, इट्स फाइन. I'll come to the restrictions. First one is decency and morality. मतलब one should speak with decency and using the right words and moral words. It should not sound abusive to other people. Second one I already spoke was defamation. वो कहते हैं ना कि इंसान की reputation, person's reputation is more important than his wealth. So when you speak using this right, हम जब बोलते हैं तो his reputation is more important than anything else. उसके so using just that it just वो इसी चीज का प्रोटेक्शन देता है ये राइट. ये रिस्ट्रिक्शन इसलिए क्रिएट किया गया सो दैट डज नॉट डिफेम एनी पर्सन. उसके बाद फिर आता है इंसाइटमेंट ऑफ ऑफेंस. इंसाइटमेंट ऑफ ऑफेंस मींस कि सपोज इफ वी ऑल क्रिएट एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड प्लान टू किल अ पर्सन, we are using our freedom, but we cannot create an organization or plan to kill a person. So the restriction, or if we create a conspiracy and try to provoke a person to go and harm the other person, these are the reasons because of which restrictions has to be in place. Agar ye restrictions nahi honge, if these restrictions wouldn't have been there, so we would have faced many chaos in our society. So restrictions are actually really important.
उसके बाद then the fourth one is security of the government of India. Restriction also need the government of India also needs protection from people. Many times people use these rights to harm the government of India in many ways. For example, people create terrorist organizations, people plan wars. Other country ka government may plan a war against this country ka government. So due to all of these genuine reasons, these restrictions have been created under the Constitution of India. उसके बाद also there is I have just added a recent, I can say, hot hot topic in this. कि social media is also a form of expression. We share pictures, videos, audios, everything is shared. It is also covered in this right only. स्पेसिफिकली मैं और स्पेसिफिक बोलूं कि अगर ये राइट ही नहीं होता, ये फंडामेंटल राइट नहीं होता, तो वी वुडंट हैव बीन गैदर्ड एंड एक्सप्रेसिंग आवरसेल्व्स लाइक दिस. सो ऑल ऑफ दिस इज कनेक्टेड टू दिस राइट. उसके बाद सोशल मीडिया, बट ये है कि सोशल मीडिया पे भी we cannot use abusive words against the government. There was this case happened in 2012. One person posted a post on social media against Mamta Banerjee. He created a funny cartoon of her, which actually was making fun of her personality and her words. So he was arrested by the police officials. So in that case, social media is also giving us the right to freely express ourselves, but we cannot even misuse the social media as well for that matter. It means कि restrictions are needed. Restrictions are the core of this particular right of freedom of speech and expression. Just because of its scope, I particularly feel कि we need restrictions to so that this right should not be abused by other people. Thank you. Thank you.
Please clap for her. Unmute and clap for her. Please unmute and clap for her.
This was great, Ruchi. And they rightly say कि एक मराठी में I would quote here, पाचही बोटे सारखी नसतात. This means कि जो हमारी fingers होती है, they are not same. But at the same time, we do need the palm कि जो वो पांचों fingers को साथ में लेके चले. तो हमारा constitution और इसके restrictions भी वैसे ही है. पूरा the diversity in our country is going to be maintained by someone, and the restrictions are required. So you explained very nicely, Ruchi. We love to listen to you. Thank you.
Okay. She really spoke so well. So as always, she speaks so confidently, and this time also she spoke really well about the about that constitution and the right to speech. And हमें तो बिल्कुल भी knowledge नहीं थी about constitution, but the way she explained about the constitution and article 19, we are really thankful to her for giving such a knowledge. And moving forward, I would like to call now the guest of the session. All sorted. In beginning there was some network issues from her part, but I think all sorted now. So I would like to invite the guest of the session, Alai Singh ma'am, for sharing her intro and sharing her views about this session, and also she's going to evaluate each participant and sharing the strengths and weakness of everyone. So Alai Singh ma'am, please, over to you. Please continue.
I hope it's okay now. The audible and visible thing.
Yes, everything.
It's
fine.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm extremely sorry, everyone over here. This session, I was very excited for this session. I would like to thank Team Elevating Persona for inviting me. I was very excited. So it gives me immense pleasure to come up and to judge you all, to evaluate you all, because I believe it's the experience of the persons that help you to move forward in life. With every experience you face, the chances of increasing and winning increases. So first, let me move with Chavi. Chavi, her topic, that's a taboo topic actually. And the first thing which you all should be very confident about is whenever you get such a topic which you are not comfortable or which you think is very conscious, that consciousness should not be shown on your face. And that what I found on Chavi's face. She was not at all conscious, and she was perfectly going smoothly, conveying all her feelings, conveying all whatever she wanted to do, and her communication skills were really good. Great work, Chavi. Next, I would like to come to Muskan. The best thing I found about Muskan, I would like to point out three things which I found. First was on her confidence. Her confidence level was really, really good. It was really high. The second part, which is very important in any communication skill, is the body communication. You know, these hand movements, these eye movements, your whole body, your everything is being judged when you are speaking. Her body communication skills were absolutely good. And one thing in such sessions where there is time limits, you know, if there is time limits like over here, the green card, yellow card, and the red card thing, your marks are being also judged on how you react to these cards. For example, if you have come up to the red card timer, the way you end, the way you conclude is also a part of you being evaluated. And the way Muskan took it, the way she ended during the red card was absolutely commendable. Third is Rinkesh. Okay, Rinkesh has a boon over here because the thing which attracted his part was he started very calmly. You know, starting very calmly is a boon to you, because in case you forget also, you get some time at your back mind to frame all your thoughts. And another boon which he has is his volume level. The volume did not rise, did not fall down low. It was smooth and calm throughout. And you know, that proves that he was calm, and you know, that is actually a factor to judge. So good job, Rinkesh, too. Next is Shivam. Now, I came to know that he just informed the team that he wanted to participate. And within half an hour, he wrote on this topic, artificial intelligence, and he framed all his points. I would not like to judge him on his content now because it was a prompt decision on his side. But during such communications, in case you are being given a task in which you need to frame your thoughts suddenly and you need to present yourself, I think he did a great job. Because for some people out there, it becomes a great problem. Like they want absolutely a great number of hours to frame what they have to speak. But within half an hour, his framing of points and the way he presented was really good. Okay, now coming to the last participant, Ruchi. Okay, first point I would like to give her is, in case you are starting with a topic, I'll give you a additional thing that, yeah, she started with the quote and she went on to explain that quote, which is actually a good point to attract the audience. And second, her confidence level was also really good. I think everyone out here who was participating has a great amount of confidence, and to judge such phenomenal participants out here becomes a tough job. So yes, your communication skills were really good, and you used the hand movements, the body movement. That's also a great point on your side. You use both English and Hindi, and that's okay. In sessions like this, if you don't have any restriction, be calm and just be comfortable. And that is what you did. Two things I would like to give as a suggestion, Ruchi. Like, this is just a session for your development, personality development, okay? And this is for all of us over here, because I found this for myself too, that in case you are participating for winning a competition, in case you are seeing what you have to say, okay, then also don't let the person viewing you or judging you know that you're actually seeing. You need to be smart enough. Okay, for example, you can use this trick of camera. Like, just don't let it show that you are actually seeing and saying. Okay, just make a point over there, and saying things like, okay, leave it, this I will not say now, or oh, time. Just be sure that this is just a personality development session, and I have also been through this, so I would like to give suggestion on this. Don't, whatever is going in your back mind, be conscious, yeah, that you don't have to speak that. Okay. And of course, ending this, I would like to say, communication skills, communication skills and your academics, your knowledge part, they both are like two parts on the balance level you see in a grocery shop or like that. Communication skills and academics, your knowledge, both should be balanced equally. So this work by team elevating persona is a great commendable job. Matlab, improving students, letting them free, sometimes we don't have someone who can help us out there, and who can help us understand what we are having weakness at, what are our lacunas. And team elevating persona is doing a great job. I wish I had them also at my time, so that I would have learned much more. And learning from each one of you, it's a never ending session. Okay, so thank you everyone. It was a great session. And all those pointers which I pointed out was not specifically for one person. You all can note it down and look it at your side, and just note all the weaknesses. Okay, so it's a learning session on a Saturday, so what's good and better than that, than enjoying out over there? You're just improving yourself. So great work. Kudos to all of you for participating. Congratulations. You all are actually the winners out there because you participated for yourself. Congratulations.
Definitely. So, Alice, one more thing which I would like to say, that you gave the suggestion to Ruchi, but I believe all the other four participants, you pointed out the appreciating points. But I think overall suggestion or the specific suggestion to improve that which you found that which you would like to give the suggestions, not the positive points, appreciating points you have already given. But as far as the suggestion is concerned, please.
First, why this personal communication problems happen is because of the confidence level. See, if I'm talking to my sibling, to my parents, to my friends, near and dear ones, I don't think we all shiver or stammer or our hands getting cold. I don't think that happens. So, first of all, just be confident. You may be wrong, you may fail, but don't let it show in on your face. Okay, just be calm and poised. And sometimes, don't get overexcited that गलत तो नहीं हो जाएगा, सही बोल रहे हैं ना, you're doing right, you're started, you're doing it right. And just be sure that if any problem, okay, so I got to know this problem which I faced today at the start of the session, this network issues, this may happen with you also. Seeing the pandemic situation, network issues, or anything out there, anything can happen in virtual sessions. Just don't let it show. And don't just get tensed. Oh my god, abhi to shuru kiye, abhi problem ho gaya. It happened with me, so I'm giving you all this suggestion. Don't panic. It's okay. It can happen with anyone. And just be calm and poised. Don't let your volume start high and then you start it low. Don't let this modulation start up really. It should not be shown to your audience. Okay. And just in case that I said you, whatever is going in your back mind, leave it. Nahi bol pate. And yes, one thing, if there is timers in the session, please adhere to that. And if you think your portion is not ending, not concluding by that time, still just conclude it somehow that it does not highlight as your negative points. Just make sure that happens, and confidence is the key. And it's okay, don't think about failing or anything, just don't be conscious, just prepare and present it. Okay.
So the purpose of the session is not to judge anybody based upon the timings or
Exactly.
something like that. The mainly we are the purpose of this session that we should practice here. This is the practicing platform, or we can say the just a final match खेलने से पहले जब हम इतनी बार practice करते हैं.
Exactly.
So that is this kind of the platform. We say the net practice. So that is kind of this is the platform that आने वाले टाइम में आप कभी भी जब किसी कॉन्फ्रेंस में बोलेंगे या किसी कहीं पे पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे एलोकेशन वगैरह में, so this platform, this practice will give you the confidence to speak on that stage, or even on the virtual webinars or the seminars. In the days to come, what I believe is that even after the pandemic, people are more comfortable with the virtual webinars instead of going to the physical. The most important thing is that we are connecting to the people across the nation through these Zoom sessions.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, in the physical session, हम एक ही ब्रांच के एक ही सिटी के लोग होते हैं, सो कहीं ना कहीं इतनी ज्यादा डाइवर्सिफिकेशन नहीं हो पाता है. बट here we are connecting with the people all over the nation, all over the country. So we should understand, we should practice, because speaking in front of the camera is even difficult to speak in the front of the people.
Exactly.
When I started speaking on the virtual, it was really difficult. I have given the presentations, I spoke on the stage, so that was I was comfortable with the people because they used to nod. But sometimes when the camera is there, it is not easy to speak upon. And so we are practicing on the in front of the camera, so this is also definitely going to help us. And moving forward, I would like to call Rinkesh, if anybody, to please share the impromptu session. This is going to be a very interesting session. Rinkesh, please continue.
Thank you, Shubhankar. So welcome again to this impromptu session. So have you we all recollect our stories, our past stories when we are in our childhood. So we used to say with our parents, we used to listen with our parents, teachers, or the other one. So these moral stories, you know very well about that lion and the mouse, and the fox and the stork, a bundle of sticks, the boy who cried wolf. So this story you have listened, I think, right? So this sort of round I will start. So few rules I want to tell first. I will give you a story name and some brief about the story, and then you have to recall the story, and within 30 seconds you have to recall the same, and you have to narrate the story in your own words and conclude with the moral of the story. So shall we start? Give a thumbs up. Okay, sure.
So we should let us know that who is going to be participating. So you are going to call anybody?
No, actually, I am who all are willing to participate, please raise your hand. So I will pick anyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Guest can also participate in this.
Yeah, sure. No limitations. Okay. Vivek. Okay. Shall we start? Fine. Vivek, I will spin this wheel.
Hi.
Okay. And what the topic, this will decide. Start. Okay.
Lion and the
Very well. The lion and the mouse, very easy topic. So I will share the brief of the story, and you have to narrate the story in your own words and conclude with the moral of that story. Okay. So one, start. A lion once sleeping in the jungle. When the mouse started running up and down on the lion's body, he woke up and quite angry. He was about to eat the mouse, and then mouse requested, please spare me. Okay, I will be of great help. One day, a few hunters took the lion with them, and the mouse saved his life. So you have to narrate this story in your own words and tell me about the moral. Start. You have 30 seconds. You can frame your own words.
You you have a timer also, na? You keeping timing also, Ritesh?
Okay, sure. I will keep his time. Okay. When will we start?
Yeah.
I will show the card.
He's not going to.
Just let me know when to start.
Okay, you can start round.
You can start.
So, hello everyone. This is Vivek. I just want to share a story, The Lion and the Mouse. Just come with me. It was a long, tiring day for a lion, and as we all know, that lion is the king of the jungle. So he was very tiredly walking, and he was just around, and he was just about to sleep. So he just found a bed, and he took a rest. After a few minutes, a mouse came by near him, and the mouse was really a notorious one. Everyone in his family used to be very tense with the way mouse play here and there. Despite seeing a lion, the mouse did not fear that, oh, there's a lion there sleeping. So what he thought was, let's just go there and just disturb him. Let's just tease him. Despite knowing that he is the tiger, the king, he just went there and started to tease the lion. Now the lion was really tired and he just wanted to sleep. But seeing the mouse teasing him, he just got annoyed. It was so frustrating for him that he just wanted to eat him, but he did not do so because he did not want to. So he just ultimately gave the mouse a warning, please dear, go from here. I will harm you otherwise. So the mouse just ran away from there. After a few After a while, the mouse was in the other part of the jungle and he saw that the same lion is being carried away by two men, guarded men, and the tiger was badly wounded and was just wrapped around in a net. Now the mice wondered that how come he is here. So he just quickly identified that, oh, he's under a trap. So he just went to the lion and he said, don't worry, my friend, I will save you. He, as the savior of the lion, went there and just with his teeth chew away or just cut away the net, and the lion got saved. Hence, the moral is here that uh, is that howsoever big we become, we should not underestimate the power of smaller people or the weaker section of the society. Thank you. That's the story.
Give a big round of applause to him. Very well, very well.
It's really difficult to speak on the feet. It is really difficult. And the way he framed the story is even difficult.
Yeah, right.
I was thinking that you are going to ask the topic, but the story, yaar, itni badi,
But I briefed the same, na, so it will easy somehow, right?
नहीं, ठीक है, conclude करना, it is very difficult.
Yeah, no issue. It's a platform to learn, right?
Yes.
So the moral of that story is a small act of kindness can go a long way, right? So shall we start with another?
So,
okay, anyone who want to participate, please raise your hand.
Okay, Prachi.
Okay, Prachi. Sure. One minute, Prachi. I will share my screen to spin the wheel.
And I am back with my timer job. Okay.
Okay. Your topic is the boy who cried wolf. The boy who cried wolf. Ms. Prachi.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm audible, right?
Yes, you are.
Sure. So I will brief the story. Sure. There was a boy. To amuse himself, he shouted loudly, "Wolf! Wolf!" Then the blazers came to help the boy, but there was no wolf. Again, he shouted, "The wolf! The wolf!" The blazer came, and again there was no wolf. And one day, he saw a real wolf and he cried loudly, but nobody comes to help. So it's your time to start. You have 30 seconds to frame your words and you narrate the story. Thank you.
Vivek, please take care of time.
Just tell me when should I start.
You can start in 30 seconds. You can start anytime.
Start.
There was a shepherd, and he has a son whose name was Ramu. He used to go to the farm to feed his cattle, and the cattle included his sheep. So once in the morning, early morning, when he took his cattle to the farm to feed them, uh, he had a trick in the mind to fool the villagers. So what he did, he cried loudly, "Wolf, wolf, please save my ships, otherwise he'll eat all way." And the villagers were frightened, and they came hurriedly to see and to run away the wolf so that they can save his ships. But to their surprise and anger as well, there was no wolf, and all the villagers went away angrily. The next time, um, again, Ramu had did the same thing. So he again the next day when he went to feed his cattle, he again shouted, "Wolf, wolf!" But when the villagers came, there was no wolf at all. And again they were angry at him, and all got to know that this Ramu is none other than nothing doing but making us foolish. The third time, this was the day when he went to the farm to feed his cattle. There, to his surprise, and the wolf has actually came. And when he again shouted and cried loudly, "Wolf, wolf!" But the villagers knew that uh, guy is uh, this guy is just fooling us. So no one went there, and the wolf ate all his sheep. So here we go. The moral of the story is एक ही मजाक दो बार नहीं करना चाहिए. And
Okay.
never fool people, and do not be over smart in such a things that they can harm yourself at the end.
Big round of applause for her. She framed in a very well manner. So yeah, the moral of this story is lying breaks the trust. Nobody trusts a liar even when he's telling the truth. Okay. So next one, shall we move? Right. Anybody who want to participate, please raise your hand. I will pick anyone. And the guests are also invited to this session.
So before that, anybody who didn't, I think guest, I should invite the guest also. Alice. Alice, can you participate now?
Okay, sure.
Please.
I will share my screen. Okay, the woodcutter and the golden axe. Okay, I will give you a brief to this story if you want. If you don't,
No, you start it so that I can continue it.
Okay, no issue. Okay, a woodcutter working hard in the forest, getting wood to sell for some food. But one day his axe accidentally fall into the river. The god of the river offered him a golden axe, but woodcutter said it was not his. And then again he offered a silver axe. The woodcutter said this was not also him. This was not the same. And then lastly he offered the iron axe. The woodcutter smiled and said it was mine. So you have to start.
Just tell me when to start, okay?
Yeah, sure. You have to start. It's a spare time. If you want, you can start.
Okay. Okay, I'm starting. Okay. Once upon a time ago, there lived Ramu. Ramu was a woodcutter in the forest. He had all by himself to live. He worked really hard. He did not wait for any miracle to happen. He only believed in hard work and only pay, then you can get the gain. One day, on his way to the forest, he stopped by the river and found a good tree to cut down. There, he started with the morning pour and started cutting down the tree. By lunch, he was tired. He thought of giving one last try and then he would take a break and then start back again. With the last shot he started, the iron axe hit the tree and fell down in the river beside. The Ramu was really shocked. Now, what would happen next? So Ramu sat thinking over there. He cried because he had only the axe, which could give him money and food. So Ramu started praying to God, "Oh God, please let me know if I can get how I could get the axe." Then suddenly God of River appeared and asked, "Ramu, don't cry. Is it your axe?" And showed the golden axe. Ramu said, "No, God." Then God of River brought out another axe, the silver axe. He asked Ramu, "Ramu, is this silver axe yours?" Ramu denied. Then Ramu was showed a silver axe, sorry, an iron axe. And then Ramu said in excitement, "Yes, God, that is my axe." Impressed by his hard work and non greedy nature, and God of River provided him with all the three axes and blessed him for for the next years to come. And then there lived Ramu happily ever after. Thank you.
Very, 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 very. I like your voice and I like the way you present the speech.
Thank
The
you so
word are
much.
very well framed, and you have chosen the word wisely. And the moral of this story is honesty is the best policy.
Yes, I forgot that. I'm extremely sorry.
No
Too
issue, no
deep,
issue.
too deep into the story, I guess.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
This was really
So
interesting. Anybody else who want to participate? Is there anyone, or should we move forward with the session?
I think
I guess
Ruchi.
Shubhankar wants to participate.
No, I don't want to participate. होस्ट का काम यही होता है भाई, होस्ट नहीं participate करता है.
No, Shubhankar have to participate, right?
No,
so
I never.
it's your turn. No issue. You can say the same what I brief, right? No issue with that.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, sure. So it's your turn. I will share my screen.
इतनी नर्वसनेस तो मेरे को कभी नहीं हुई यार. होस्ट ही ठीक है.
The fox and the grapes. The fox and the grapes, Shubhankar. So I will brief the story. Okay, then you will start. A fox wandered across the jungle in order to get some food. He was hungry and desperately in search of food. Soon he reached to the vineyard and decided to steal some grapes. He jumped high and high but couldn't get it. He tried many a times but couldn't reach. Then she walking away, he said, "I'm sure the grapes were sour anyway." So you have to start and narrate the story in your own words, and please tell me the moral of the story. Start.
30 seconds तो मिलेंगे.
Yeah.
Okay, please do let me know.
After 30 seconds, I will just start my green card.
Okay. So,
Shubhankar, start.
okay. A hungry animal named Fox started in the found of the food. He went into the jungle, tried tried to find out the food, but still he didn't find anything on the ground. Suddenly, he he looked up and found that there were some grapes on the vines up there. He tried he tried to he tried to catch those grapes. He again tried to catch those grapes, considering that it is going to be it is going to be sweet, and uh, it will definitely control his hunger. But still, even after trying his level best, he was not able to catch those grapes. And after that, finally, after giving up, he left and thought that grapes might be sour. The moral of the story is that whatever we get, we appreciate it, and whatever we don't get, we consider it that it is not worth at all to achieve. So when we get what we have, we should consider it as a diamond, and what we don't have, we should leave it as a stone.
Thank you, Shubhankar, to participate, and please big round of applause to him. And your moral is little bit side away, but I will tell the moral of the story. We pretend to hate something when we can't have it. So we used to say these things, right? Okay. So let's start. Let's again moving ahead. So anyone who want to participate? There is only 2 topics. It's an easy. Okay, Ruchi. Sure. I will share my screen. Okay, the bundle of sticks, Ruchi. So I will tell about the brief of the story. There were 3 neighbors living in a village were having a trouble with their crops. Each neighbor had one field, but their crops were dry due to pesticides used in the other field. Then the village head came and gave one stick to each farmer. The farmers could break the stick very easily. Then he gave a bundle of sticks to each farmer. Then they couldn't break the same. Then he teased a lesson to farmers, a bundle of stick, and you have to narrate your story in your words and kindly conclude a moral. Start. You have 30 seconds to start.
Can I? Actually, I couldn't understood the story.
Okay. And I will explain again. No issue. There were 3 neighbors living in a village were having a trouble with the crops. Okay. Each neighbor have one field in the village, and they used to get the problem. The crops were dry due to pesticide use in the other fields. And then the villager head came and resolved the problem. They gave a stick to each farmer, and the farmers couldn't to break the stick very easily. They gave one stick, and then the villager head again gave a bundle of sticks to them. Then they couldn't break the same. Then the farmer told the lesson to farm. Then the villagers had told the lesson to the farmers. That the lesson was there is a strength in unity. It's a moral. So you have to start.
Ruchi, you are mute.
30. I can take my 30 seconds.
Sure. Ruchi, are you there?
I'm there.
Okay. You can brief the same what I briefed as not an issue.
I think
You couldn't understand the same.
I am not able to understand the specifics of the story actually.
Okay, no issue. Is there anyone who want to participate in that one?
Yes, I can.
Okay, Shivam, you can start.
Yes. As the there are four brothers in a city. They're living in the same house, and there is a property on that, which was acquired by uh, some gundas like on that areas, but they are not recovered from that his property when they are alone, and they are on like beating all the four brothers one by one, because due to that property part. But when these all the brothers are getting merged and they will all are united, then they can easily acquire their own property from that someone uh, a terrifying person. So that we can conclude our story that unity is a best strength for for all of the peoples. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivam. You participated, and big round of applause to him. Okay. And the moral of that story is, I already tell about that. Unity, strength is a unity. Okay. So is anyone who want to participate? There is only one topic left. Muskan, Shabi, anyone? Prachi is the last one. Okay. Muskan.
Rinkesh, one more thing is that
Okay, sure.
Alice is saying that she has to leave due to some reasons. So I think as there were the five participants of the speech session, so although the winning and losing is not the matter of participation, but participation, although we all are the winners. अपने कंफर्ट जोन से यहाँ पे आके बोलना इज रियली अपने आप में इट इज अ रियली करेजियस टास्क, इट इज रियली अ विनिंग टास्क. So we cannot consider that somebody is winning and somebody is losing, but still out of the five people, Alice ma'am being an evaluator and the guest judge of the session has selected one person who spoke well, so that next time other people can also work more hard to be the winner, or we can say the best one of the session. Although we all are the best, but still there are something, or there might be the change of the perception as well. Everyone is winner in either of the perspectives, but still to encourage the people, we are here going to declare the name of the one person, and Alice ma'am is going to share the name. Or Alice, please continue.
Very rightly said, Shubhankar. Team elevating persona, I would like to congratulate you all, because you all are doing a splendid job out here. Okay, you all have come by voluntarily for the benefit of the students. I think there are many students associations out there in CA and CS, but still sparing your personal time for the personal development of your student community is a great job by itself, and that too on a Saturday where some people are outing out there. But very little people know that in case this age of ours is the personality development, your self development age. And so amazing work, and very rightly said, there is no such thing as winner or loser out here. Everyone who has come out here have come out of their comfort zone for their own benefit, and so yes, everyone is the winner out here, from the team to the participants, everyone out there. So first of all, congratulate yourself, kudos to every one of us. Now, as I said, there are many factors like confidence and voice and your poise, body communications. If I had to pick one, if I had to pick one, who I found this element of communication which plays a great role and which I think all of us, including me, should learn was Rinkesh Jain, because the calmness he showed in his speech,
Please
whether hosting,
please
whether
when your time
hosting an
clap for
impromptu
him.
session.
He's the winner.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for there is
Amazing,
no
amazing.
winner.
I have learned from you too today. The way you were so calm, even I learned from you, and great job. Best wishes to everyone out here. We are all there. I got to know about the team and I came in the first session, though it's the seventh session of the team, I guess. So, any issues out there, you all are very lucky to get this team, Elevating Persona. Please stay in touch with them. They are doing a great job for your development. So, congratulations and have a good Saturday, all of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me that opportunity. And thank you so much for joining. And we all want, and from you, like you will join this session, whatever, whenever you will get the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alice ma'am, for coming here and sparing your valuable time on my request. That even you took the leave for of the office for this day, so that was really I'm really thankful for the same. Okay. और यहाँ पे जितना भी सीखने को मिला, so that was really amazing. That was really valuable from your time. So it would be a blessing for the entire team and the
Thank you
entire
so
group of Elevating Persona that not only this time, in the future as well, we will be in touch with you and we will get to learn a lot from your side. And also, you can drop your LinkedIn profile as well in the group so that other people can also connect with you. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay. Okay, she left. So, Rinkesh, we should continue now.
Okay, sure, no issue. So
Muskan,
there
want
is
to
only one
participate?
topic left.
Okay.
Yeah, Muskan want to participate. Muskan, your topic name is the stock, the fox in the stock, Muskan. So I will tell the one day, selfish fox invited a stork for dinner and served a soup in a shallow wok for both of them. The fox and the stork. Stork basically like जो ऐसा पक्षी होता है जिसका एक लंबा चोंच होता है, right? That's to be told as stork. Okay. As the bowl was too shallow, the stork she couldn't soup at all. To teach a lesson, a stork invited a fox for the dinner in the very next day and served the soup in a narrow jar. The fox realized his mistake. You understood that story? I think some sort of glitches in voice. So I will again tell you the story. One day, selfish fox invited a stork for dinner and served a soup in a shallow bowl for both of them. As the bowl was too shallow for the stork, she couldn't have soup at all. To teach a lesson, stork invited a fox for the dinner in the very next day and served the soup in a narrow jar. Then the fox realized his mistake.
Get is a fox and a stork. Okay, am I right, Rinkesh?
Hello, I'm
There
not
is some
able
glitches in
to.
his voice. I think. Hello, Ankur.
Yes, you are.
Okay, hi Muskan. Let me brief the story. Did you get the story or shall I brief?
I think she got the story.
Yes, I get the story,
Okay.
but there was certain glitches in his voice, so I couldn't get him right. Okay.
Whatever you understood, you should You should explain, because it's not something that we are going to judge anybody on the basis of it. Just
Okay.
please move ahead.
So,
Vivek will keep the timing for this.
I will share my screen after 30 seconds.
I think she's ready. She's ready. Vivek, you can.
so, so in a forest, there lived a stork and a frog, and nearby his tree there was a pond in which he used to catch his prey. And one day he see a frog. The frog was there, but he was very much clever. Whenever the stork was going to prey him for his food, he used to hide himself. But one fine day, the stork invited frog to him on dinner. Frog was very much confident that yes, I can go him and can make him full again, and will eat the food and come back. But on the same day, their stock has prepared everything well. He had already known that again frog will make me fool, but he had already prepared well. He had formed a net where he will web the frog. But as the frog get there, the frog have to the frog entered. He was totally being captured by snake. But here the moral of the story is that we should be very much we should be very much uh, uh, I mean to say that we should be very much what can I say? Actually, I am sort of word, but still we should be very much vigilant about where we are going. Not every time we can be clever. So be careful whenever you go. So सावधान रहे, सतर्क रहे.
Great.
Thank you.
I think misunderstood the story, but the way she narrated was very good. But she changed the whole story actually.
Actually, I don't know the story. Actually, I couldn't hear him because there was glitches in his voice and I couldn't get him.
Okay,
Sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't make any difference. Rinkesh is there, who is going to tell the moral of the story. Rinkesh, all fine now? I think there are some issues on his part. मेरी आवाज आ रही है ना सबको?
Yes.
Sometimes
Moral of the story.
Sometimes I think कि इधर से network issues कुछ हो रहे. Okay. So anybody want to say something before we wrap up the session? Or we should conclude?
Yeah, hi. I might say something. Before we wrap up, I just want to tell everyone the timing that took in total
Okay.
for their speech. So it will be a note for them.
Okay.
So starting with Chavi. Hi Chavi, you are there, na? Chavi, you took 3 minutes 30 seconds for the entire story.
Okay.
For the entire speech. Muskan, you took 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Rinkesh took 4 minutes 36 seconds. Shivam took 1 minute 30 seconds. Ruchi took 7 minutes in total. And coming to the impromptu part, I don't know my. Prachi took 2 minutes 15 seconds. Subhankar, you took 1 minute 28 seconds. And Shivam 40 seconds.
Okay. Muskan ka?
Wait a second. Muskan. Oh, my Excel sheet. The Excel sheet is being corrupt right now, so I am not able to open it.
Okay, fine. कोई बात नहीं.
Muskan and I guess Muskan, so I am not able to fetch her time.
Okay.
Sorry,
Alice का आपने करा था?
Alice ma'am took. I don't know. I can't see right now. Excel sheet is not opening.
Okay, fine. So now we should Please give me the thumbs up if we conclude the session from your chat box or by showing your hand. Okay. So honestly speaking, the today's session, I thought it is not going to be well because there were quite less participation due to some reasons. In festival is also one of the most important reason because of the less participation by in the speech, and that is the reason we have converted the form of the debate in the speech. But the way you people showed the interest at the last moment, that was really amazing. Some people, Shivam, even some people also left out at the last moment due to the very genuine reasons which we cannot deny. But still we had 14 participants in starting, and we really did it well. And the way Rinkesh has spoken, no doubt he has spoken well, but as far as the time, as far as the impromptu is concerned, इतना interesting part था वो impromptu का, that we were so excited that what kind of the story we are going to have and how we have to react on that. So that was a really unique idea, because impromptu is I thought just give the topic and you speak, but the story you select with that tool. So that was a really unique idea and really interesting at the end of the session. And Alice ma'am also had a great presence over here. The way she had evaluated us, the way she had given the tips for the public speaking and the communication skills is really marvelous. And definitely we will try to conduct the sessions as much as it is possible. Although we are going to have the exams in the December, but still we will try once in a week or once in a fortnight, definitely, so that the momentum of the session should not be break for a long. And thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for being the part of the elevating persona and supporting me to this extent to scaling up this initiative. And I think we will definitely reach the new heights in the future with all your support, with all your blessings, and with all your participation. Thank you so much, and we should leave now, right?
Thank you, Shivankar, for your support and the whole team of Elevating Persona. Thanks for everyone.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Shiva. So should we leave?
Thanks, Shivankar. Okay, sure.
Okay. Bye bye. Please. Any issue?